what crews them from Marbury in Chad. Can't forget them. Anyway, you take care. See you next week Thursday. Soul to soul. And the temptation is next. And also the national news. So it will take you out. God bless. See you on Thursday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minecraft.
Yeah, that's going to run to that.
Into news.
Yeah, awesome, thank you. Right, so fine.
That's why the reason we put on a Sunday because it's very long.
What's the other one? What's the other car? Where is it? Where's the view? Yeah. George Green pad. Shit, where is it?
What are you looking for?
The run, it's not here. What shall I do? No. Where's it gone? Where's the player? There we go. This isn't supposed to be here. This is supposed to be...
That's what happens sometimes with me.
It's supposed to be a double page and I'm supposed to have one on top of the other.
I don't know who was here earlier on.
Where's the notepad?
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, but I've lost the news and everything.
Where?
Like there's supposed to be two tabs on this.
So you have to do it.
I can't do it unless I find dual screen. No.
You want me to? I'll put it on the
Yeah, it was, but it was a neutral one. That's close enough. No, it's not, because I don't have the...
You have 30 seconds.
It's just going to have the... There's no notepad.
Read the news manual.
No, that's fine. I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
On 97.3 FM, online and via our free apps. This is Apple FM News.
No, where the notepad is. Where's the notepad?
Put them on auto.
I can't put them on auto. I don't know how from here. I'm just going to grab that table quickly. It's alright.
Head, please. say they were pulled shortly before 8 this morning.
I'm not telling you why. Showing so.
Group of migrants were then brought to Dover. It's not yet known how they arrived. Addition of military housing has been called a scandal.
Oh, that's why you put up the thingy.
Yeah, I normally have it on too, so I can see everything that's supposed to autoplay, and I don't have that option for some reason, and I don't know why. No, that's the thing. No one ever sees it, so because I'm the only other one here.
Because all along, you on a Friday, I'm on a Thursday, so we never meet.
No, that's what I mean.
We never ever meet.
That's why that's in my way. Shit.
We never ever meet.
Right, that's fine. Tis all good. Yeah, tis all good. I'll be good. Yeah, I just need to keep an eye on these ones now because I can't do anything. Right, still got 30 seconds on that one. That's fine. So I'm going to this one.
Everything Electric London starts today at London Excel.
I just don't. I'm just going to have to go straight into that instead of this, which is fine because that gives me an entire 5 minutes.
We've got thousands of test drives on offer. Don't listen to us. Come and find out for yourself.
Charlie Cabs is a leading provider of professional, reliable, and
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, shall see you soon, no doubt.
An airport transfer or night out. Choose Charlie Cabs for our 24-hour service, ensuring that we're always available to meet your needs, no matter the time of day. Download the app. Find us online.
I am here, don't worry guys, I'm just, everything went a little bit tits up.
23 35 35 35.
Hi, it's Bethan here from the Taunton Chamber of Commerce. We're the voice for local business in Taunton, and we help companies and groups.
My layout is a little bit different in comparison.
We're delighted to have Apple FM as members, and we'd love to support your business or organisation.
Yeah, I am here, don't worry, you will just have to bear with me, chat, alright? No, I'm just stressing. To the point that, you know, when you get the shakes.
Are you struggling to get up out of the chair?
Because I normally have 2 screens on this computer and one of them has gone.
Then discounts.
That is my issue.
With Amanda Simons.
But I've got a 5-minute song that I will set everything up now. Okay, so that's fine. Let me just put my lamp on and then I'll go and turn the lights out. I lost my dual screen mode on this computer, so I panicked because I have no way of auto playing everything. So it would have been fine if I could autoplay. So yeah, bear with me, guys. I am, like I said, I am here. I'm just still setting everything up. As you can imagine, a little bit stressed. But we get there. We will get there. Don't worry. I need my clip. I'm almost done. And then I just need to bring the other chats out, and then we'll be good. That is potentially too high. I need my headphones. So yeah, all I've had to do is go to the other one instead. Okay. I just couldn't autoplay everything like I normally would. So, and I have no idea how to change it. So I'm panicking and it's all going to be got 30 seconds I wanted to rush everything when I can't. But hello, everybody. Hi. Let's bring my Facebook chat up. I have no idea how bad my camera also looks, by the way, either. So we will have to play with that in a minute. Why have I got no box? It's just all boxes. Nobody told me it was all boxes. Usually it changes. Right. So I've got 2 minutes. There we go. There's Facebook. No, fuck off. There's Facebook chat. I need YouTube chat. I'm very, very warm right now. I'm so used to doing this with no one in here, so obviously it's not Paul's fault, not by any means. Like I said, it just disappeared on me and I panicked. So, see, my better TTV doesn't want to play either. Right, I've got about a minute. So hopefully we should. Oh, you did you? Sorry, I missed that comment then. I can't see any of my shit that I would normally have. Layout. Dual screen with pad. So I can see this one, but I don't have the second one. I've lost the second screen. So I can do all of this like I normally would, and I can set autoplay, but I can't set autoplay from where I get the news. Do you know what I mean? So that was my stressful thing. That was my stressy thing. I need to pause this as well, because that's obviously playing. So I will bring up me in a minute, and we know it's going to be awkward, but I need to get in and do the norm first. Okay, should be half decent, but it probably won't be great. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Wow! Check me out. Hello. How the devil are we all doing? Are we good? Are we good? It is Friday. It is me, and a big thank you to Mr. Paul Ennis for the last couple of hours there as well. I was jamming along. He's at the studio, and I felt so bad because I was trying to get some of my bits set up, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry." And then I logged in. I logged out. He logged out. I logged in, and then I went, "Where's my screen?" I couldn't find my screen, so I had a little panic moment. So I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. He's like, "You've got 30 seconds." I was like, "I know. Where's the news gone?" And it turned out because I have in here we all have different layouts, and I have a double screen layout. Well, the second tab disappeared, and I was there panicking, trying to find a layout to find my news. And so I was there trying to find the news, and I'm like, where is it? And I got it in time. It was all fine. But I still can't find my layout. I've got a variant of it'll do. But I couldn't find it and I'm sat there having to press buttons, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. Let's sing off a very, very long song to start off with. That'll do. I've got time. I always have time, but when your brain just sort of sits there and goes, nope, I've got no time. I've got 30 seconds. 30 seconds is actually longer than you think, especially when you're waiting for 30 seconds. However, you say 30 seconds and you go into panic station, don't you? But we're here. We are live as well. Head over to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Type in Amanda Simons, Symons. You will find me on Facebook and YouTube that way. Or head over to Twitch if you are a gamer, twitch.tv/Lucifer's Angel 84. And you will find me there as well. It is Friday. It's Absolute 80's at 1800. Now, it is Good Friday as well. But, we're not doing anything different here because there's no Easter songs. There's not anything Easter related, really, is there, when it comes to specific Easter songs? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to stick to my norm. And we'll just deal with it. Paul's been hyping you all up with some tunes beforehand, and I'm going to carry on with some 80s tunes for the time being, and then mashups from 7 p.m. And as always, we have our quiz. Now, what I've done originally. We were doing 5 questions, and I think 5 questions was potentially a little bit too much. So I reduced it down to 4. Now, these ones this week, it's going to be more of a true or false, basically. So you've got 4 questions, and it is a simple true or false answer with them. It is as simple as that. So question number 1. Elton John married a female in 1984. Is that true or is that false? Why would you not have spring theme songs? I mean, we could do, if anyone's got any spring requests potentially, maybe a bit of summer rain potentially. By all means, if you want any 80s songs that you think could be related in any way, crack on, send me them. Why not? Let's get a load of your requests in there. So like I say, question number 1. Elton John married a female in 1984. Is that true or is that false? Question number 2. In 1981, the first woman travelled into space. Is that true or is that false? In 1981, the first woman travelled into space. Is that true or is that false? Question number 3. Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. Is that true or is that false? Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. True or false? And finally, question number 3. The Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. Is that true or is that false? So the Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. True or false? So I've got a few of you answering in the chat already. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not, but I will read them out one more time just in case. So question number 1, Elton John married a female in 1984. Is that true or is that false? Question number 2, in 1981, the first woman travelled into space. True or false? Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. True or false? And finally, the Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. Is that true, or is that false? There you go. That is all your quiz questions now. As I said earlier, if you do want to get involved, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Head over to Facebook or YouTube, type in Amanda Simons, Symons. You will find me on both of those. Or if you are a gamer and you use Twitch, head over to twitch.tv/Lucifer's Angel 84, all one word. You will find me there as well. Now, if you don't want to join in the chaos that is the chat, and I mean it gets chaotic. I streamed some games yesterday. I was playing a little bit of Alan Wake. And over on Twitch, I've got a lot of like these channel redeem points, so you can play little sound effects, little bits of music, things like that. And it was chaotic is all I can say. I couldn't stop laughing for a few minutes, which was fun. But if you don't want to join in what I like to call the chaos that is chat, there are ways of getting hold of me, and they are this.
Contact studio. Call
I'm slowly calming down, all right?
Send a message or voice note on WhatsApp.
And also dribbling monster down me.
248-974. Text the word Apple FM, followed by your message to 64446. Email studio@applefm.co.uk or contact us for free via the Apple FM.
Or you can email me, amandas@applefm.co.uk. Now, if you did miss any of those questions, I will give you them again around past. But we're going to carry on with some more music. If you would like to give me any of your requests, you can do so via any of those contact details as well. So any 80s songs between now and 7 p.m, by all means. If it's also, as it is Easter, it is Easter that weekend. If you would like to give anyone a nice little Easter shout out, by all means get hold of me. If you've got any birthdays, big happy birthday to Kenny. It is his birthday today. He'd think I'd forget, but I did not. So a big happy birthday to him as well. If you have any other birthdays, I know a friend of mine, Jeff, as well, his birthday. If you got birthdays, or just let me know what you are doing this entire, for some of you, 4-week weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. What are you up to? What are you going to do? As usual, it's raining today. So it's always got some form of rain during the Easter bank holiday weekend. But let me know what you're up to. But for the time being, bit of con, because I like this one. What country was in the N64 question is based in? That's a clever one. Yeah, that is a clever one, because I do actually have the answer for when it was released in several countries, to be fair. So yeah, you are right, Gemma. There is that possibility, but it's literally just a case of yes or no. Was it released in 1989? I hit live whilst it was all going off. I left it in Studio 2 and hit live, so I could literally just bring it over and plug it in. Hopefully things are working all right. I think it was earlier. We are charging now, that's fine. It's right, my screen's just not very bright. I think it was after 1981. It's misty, moisty afternoon that's turned foggy. It's not foggy here, it's just miserable. I think I paused this one. I didn't pause YouTube, but I did after I brought up the chat. So everything should be paused. We went, G'll tell ya, we went a little bit nuts yesterday. I forgot one of my commands. So I have a command. I'm not going to say what it is right now, but I completely forgot that it turns into an entire 2.5 minute, if not longer. It turns into a very long entire video, music video, which I completely forgot about. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it was there. Lusty was doing commands left, right, and centre. And yeah, we had commands left, right, and centre. And of course, my sound alerts and my trigger fire, they overlap. I don't have it set that they don't overlap. So you can literally play one, play another, and they are playing on top of each other. So it was very, very chaotic yesterday. That was highly amusing. And I'm still not very far into Alan Wake at all. And my mum dropped me off and she's like, oh, can you go and get me a coffee? I was like, yeah. Forgetting it's bank holiday weekend. Costa's no longer open. They closed early by the looks of it. Right, I need another song. Wild Wild West by Escape Club. Wild West Escape Club. Not Escape Room Fortnite. Thank you very much. That one will do. So we have that lined up. You keep missing it. No, don't worry. To be honest, Gemma, I didn't go live until nearly 9:30, so it would have been past your bedtime anyway. So I knew full well we weren't potentially going to be around. I do apologise, but I have every intention of trying to do. So I'm off Monday. Okay, I'm off Monday. I also do not have my nieces or my nephews. Therefore, I am potentially free all of Monday. So I can, if I want to, do a daytime stream. But obviously, I know Gemma usually streams anyway, so she still wouldn't be able to join in even if she was streaming. Even if I was streaming. But obviously, yeah, I am intending at some point to do a slightly earlier one, so you can essentially join in. You haven't missed much, Gemma, don't worry. I take my time, you know me. It doesn't matter anymore. So I know Lusty is also streaming at the moment. Again, apologies. I saw the raid come in, but I was stressing trying to come over here, get things done. So again, a big thank you to Anne. She was streaming in Takes Two with Taunton, and I was lurking for quite some time just before I left to come here. So again, thank you for the raid. I didn't see how far she got into it. I watch Josh. I know you do. Josh watches me while he's live as well, bless him. Josh donated 5 subs yesterday, gifted 5 subs just to hear the hype. Just to hear the hype is all I'm going to say. I'm not, full well Josh is going to come and do it. And I will give him permission. So when we cross over from 80's to the world famous Friday Night Mashup, if you are in the chat, Josh, I give you full permission to use that command, okay? Even though we don't have a hype train today, I give you full permission to use it. And I apologise to everyone in advance because it will be at least a 2-minute long rave, okay? And I think it works. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. So it is that one, Gemma, which I thought I turned off. I did not, but it still exists. Which because I went onto my trigger fire yesterday, I was reading out each one, and Lusty was literally just doing every single one after the other. He did right. Do me a favor. Someone put in the chat exclamation birthday. Okay. And then if that works, we know it works. Oh my God, we know GOAT works, so it will work. Exclamation birthday. So if it's anyone's birthday, this is for you. I'll put you in the picture and cut it down to size. My camera never lies anymore, 'cause there's nothing worth it. So Gimli, this is one of the answers today, by the way, to Hurdle, this song. This was one of the hurdle songs today. You may or may not have done this one actually. If it doesn't work, let me know. I don't have my headphones. I'm assuming it did work. But yeah, the issue was can't hear. So it does work. Only 2 songs, hang on. Songs.
Romantics in the back room, hanging out, patting chairs on the airwaves, talking to the DJs. 47 heartbeats, beating like a drum. Gotta live it up, live it up.
I need the Frankie Face extension. Have I not got the Frankie Face extension? Do I not? I thought I did. I did. I was going to say I do. Yeah, I thought so. Pardon me. I'm going to slow it down. And I know Anne likes this one as well. I'm sure she does anyway, actually. Oh, Gimli doesn't. Right, okay. Right, I'm gonna see how many are listening online. Oh, there's all right. Paul had a few more. No, Paul had another 2 or 3 more than I did. So you know, like you get the better TTV, stuff like that. It's another variant of basically. Right, what do I want? I'm going to do this. This. So that's ready for later. Fuck. I thought that song finished. So I need... No, you crack on. Yeah. No, I figured you were, you'd already been streaming. And yeah, I do apologise. I didn't get a chance to say thank you as you came in. I was rushing around in panic mode. I don't know if you were there for me saying it or not. Basically, you know how the screen works in here. So on the dual screen computer, I have one on top, one on the bottom. Well, that top tab has gone. So I panicked trying to find the news whilst logged in because the news is on the top one. You're going to go back to playing again with Dante after this. Cool. So I can raid you. There's a built-in audio compressor. There you go. But I couldn't find my news, and I shat a brick because I couldn't set it to autoplay because when I brought up another layout, the notepad was gone. So I had to did like one literally afterwards. Yeah, no, of course I'm getting. Full well I will. Lusty's currently streaming at the moment. I saw him ping up when I was slowly setting everything up earlier. But yeah, I have to do a different layout in a minute to find stuff later. Woo! There you go. That was a request there for G. Request of Wild Wild West by the Escape Club. So well done. As G has done, you can request songs as well if you wish to. But I'm going to read the quiz questions out again one more time. Earlier on, I gave you 4 quiz questions, and they were a little bit more simpler. Rather than having to give me a specific answer, you're literally only having to give me a true or false answer this week. So I will read them out again just in case. So people like Miss Quiz Whiz, she came over into the stream, she raided me, and then she went and got some food. So people like her, for instance, she missed the quiz questions. So we'll read them out again now for you guys if you missed them earlier on. So question number 1. Elton John married a female in 1984. Is that true or is that false? Elton John, or Sir Elton John, should I say, married a female in 1984. Question number 2. In 1981, the first woman travelled into space. Is that true or is that false? In 1981, the first woman travelled into space. Question number 3. Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. Is that true or is that false? Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. Question number 4. The Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. Is that true or is that false? So the Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. Is that true or is that false? Are any of those true? Are any of those false? That is all I want you to answer today. And there has been some debate in chat on one of the answers in particular, and I know why, but I'm not going to explain. Not until I give you the answers later on. So if you do know the answers and you would like to get involved, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Head over to Facebook or YouTube, type in Amanda Simons, Symons. You will find me on both of those. Or if you are a gamer and you use Twitch, type in Lucifer's Angel 84, all one word. You will find me on there as well. Now, if you don't want to join in the chaos that is chat, there are several other ways of getting hold of me, and they are this.
Contact the studio. Call 01823 781 782. Send a message or voice note on WhatsApp 07340 248 973. Text the word Apple FM followed by your message to 64446. Email studio@applefm.co.uk or contact us for free via the Apple FM.
Or you can email me, amandas@applefm.co.uk. And then we've got if you want to request. So we mentioned that there aren't really anything Easter song related, but as G did point out, I believe it was G, you can have spring/summer related songs. So, I mean, if you want to try and maybe request a song that's relevant, as I mentioned earlier, conveniently maybe something like Summer Rain, because, it's currently raining. It's not the summer, however, it is, it's inevitable. Because it's April showers, let's face it. It is not summer though, as Miss Quiz was pointed out. Yes, it wasn't G, it was Gemma then. Someone pointed it out. Do you know what? We can play Summer Rain though, because it's been raining. And we're going to summer from spring. I know we're only just in spring, but, there's a slight link somewhere. And that's what we'll go with. So that's what we're going to do. I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, someone said it. I thought it was G. So I just remember seeing it. I do apologise. Someone said it. So... Okay, let's go and find it, shall we? I remember the rain on his skin and his kisses harder than the sun and the winds. Whispering my goodbyes, waiting for the train. I was dancing with my baby in the summer rain. I remember laughing till we almost cried. There at the station that night, I remember looking. Oh, see, yeah, Gemma did say there's a blue screen. It was Gemma that said, "Why not spring seed?" Yeah, there you go. I did see it, and I saw AG letter, so that's where my brain mixed that up. Sorry, it was Gemma. What I do now, I just said it was foggy. Yes. Why can't we just skip summer? No, because I want summer. Can't we skip winter and keep summer? Can we have 2 summers this year instead? Oh, I'm not fretting. I just, reiterating that I read the wrong name. And you know it's on every time the train. I was dancing with my baby. No, skipping summer. See? Ooh, love has changed. Come dance with me, baby, in the summer rain. I remember the rain on down, and we poured our hearts out as the train pulled out. I'd rather have 2 winters. Right, so Gimli, how about Germany as our winter this year, and we have your summer? Is that a deal? There you go. Compromise. Some of us are built for winter, yeah. My metal plate in my ankle is not built for winter. And my what probably is arthritis, as it's not cubital tunnel, probably arthritis on set at least. That is not built for winter anymore. I was able to get the parts to fix the snowblower. Woohoo! Talking of needing parts, the reason I do not have my bike back yet, ladies and gents, my carburetor died. So when I first got my bike and went into the bike shop to get back on the road, they told me there and then they had to patch holes in it. So then, obviously, I had spoken to the gentleman that is doing my bike to literally take out my kill switch and check my oil level, because I didn't know how to check it, and I'd overfilled it. So he was going to lower my oil level for me and remove a kill switch. Well, it turned into my bike then would not start after being able to do that, and I had a fuel leak. To now which carburetor is broken because he was trying to fix said carburetor because it was leaking fuel and stopping my bike starting. So I now have to replace my carburetor. So I felt really bad. I felt very, very bad. For a simple lower my oil and remove a switch to basically having to do a lot more work to it. So I apologised to him yesterday. Now I am literally just waiting on a carburetor being fitted, and then I should have my bike back. Yes. She's a pain in the arse. So yeah, I haven't had my bike for 2 weeks. Almost 3. So obviously I've had to rely on a lift for 3 weeks worth, but it's only been gone for 2.5. But yeah, ball ache. And obviously, my buses change. So the bus route, not the bus route, but the bus timetable changes on Tuesday. So I will no longer be able to get a bus, because I either have to get it at 10 to 8, which will get me into work about 8:05. And then it's either 10 to 8 or 10 to 9. So I'm either going to be way too early or way too late. So I am not probably going to be getting buses in and just walking until my bike's back. Here's a song in honor of your motorbike. One thing leads to another. Okay. One thing leads to another by The Fix. Pardon me. No, it's not too bad of a walk, but it's one of those things where I struggle with my feet anyway, like my heels. So part of me would happily get a bus in, so I don't have to walk in and then be on my feet all day and then have to walk home. Whereas I don't mind walking home because I'm just going home, and it's just because my feet hurt by the end of the day anyway. And yeah, so it's just a bit of a pain in the arse, really. But yeah, it's a 20-minute walk for me, basically. And yeah, I'm a lazy bitch and will not get up for the 10 to 8 bus. Because I know I'm like, no, not anymore. They took those away September. They took them away around September because they wanted to police other people with electric scooters over here, which never happened. You still see people floating around with them. Otherwise I would, because there's literally one practically at the end of my road, or there was. But yeah, I've not been able to use one. I've even deleted the app now because there was no people. People did misuse them as well. You used to see them just dumped at places. Half of them didn't work. I used to have to report broken ones a few times myself. And yeah, they were ideal. But yeah, unfortunately, they got rid, and I don't think they're coming back. This is the one I said that Anne potentially would like. So I love this song. I absolutely love this song. They are Egypts. Yes, they can be pretty dangerous when not used properly. Obviously, I used them on the road, as I should. Somewhere out there beneath the... Yeah. Oh, God, that's high. So, why does that look like an end-to-in? Oh, food. Okay, it looked like an end-to-in emote. You don't like this one? Okay, I thought you did. Fair enough. Somewhere out there, someone's saying a prayer that we'll find one another. Yeah, I do have a childhood memory of this one. It's from an American Tale, or Five All Goes West. How very far apart we are. It helps to think we might be wishing on the same bright star. And when the night wind starts to sing a lonesome lullaby, it helps to think we're sleeping underneath the same big sky. Somewhere out there, if love can see. No, I need to keep low. Is it on Quest for Camelot? I have this on VHS. I think we might have this on VHS. We've got Five All Goes West, definitely on the original, but we may have recorded an American Tale from TV once. Back when you used to do that with VHS tapes. No one ever did that. Or record from the radio on a tape cassette. No, we never did anything illegal. I actually saw Five All Goes West before I saw the prequel. Yeah, I saw Five All Goes West several times before the DJ spoke. And even though I know how... Yeah, I cut that out, so steps got cut off a few times, and then you get the very first few seconds, split few seconds of the next song by accident, and it was always a song you didn't like. It helps to think we're sleep. Exactly, cut out the adverts. But you had to remember, but then you could always see that little black and white box on the top, so you knew they were coming up. Out there, if love can see. That's too high. Hello, happy Friday, Ragnar. We'll be together. I put my dreads in and then put them in a ponytail, and I've got this weird little like high lump, and it looks wrong now. And I try not to look at myself because I like to have like slick back. I don't like it. I looked at it earlier and went, I don't like it, and then I just won't look at my face. It's fine. Got annoyed when they repeated a couple of minutes after. Yes! And they always crashed, they crashed the beginning of the song, they crashed the end of the song. I've got loads of them. I always remember listening to a step song, and then all of a sudden it kicked into BB Winans and, what were they called? Eternal. I Want to Be the Only One, and I never liked that song, and I've got that very little ooh right at the beginning, and I hated that. Just making a joke that you should say in Minecraft after a bit. Oh, right. Do I need one more song? I do indeed need one more song. What can we play? We say in-game. Yeah. What can we play? Oh, that one will do, actually. I haven't played that for a while. Hang on, Fun Boy 3. No, we'll do it by that one. We'll do that one. I've got a feeling I played this last week now, knowing me. Can't remember. Oh God, don't do that. What have we got? 47. We got time for one more short one, and then we've got the last one after the answers. So I've got things set up over there ready to hit autoplay in between. That was my issue. I could either have autoplay, but then I couldn't find the news and the adverts to all play one after the other because my top screen's gone. So it just says Apple FM on air up there. And even refreshing, it didn't bring up the second tab, and it's really pissed me off. So I'm going to have to go into a different layout in a bit when I hand over, which is frustrating. Because I have no means of finding anything in there at the moment. Like none of the auto lined up adverts, etc. Okay, so this one we can potentially set up a mashup on, because this is 246. That one is only 354. I don't have a clock countdown. Oh my God, I have to look at that clock. Fuck. I don't have a clock. 10 stream streak. Now. So, Miss Quizwiz was there yesterday. But I don't know if the longest standing still has their stream streak or not, because I streamed yesterday. Bollocks, I don't have a clock countdown. Yes! What am I sipping? Mango Monster. Yeah, so if I was to go to layouts, default layout with clock, which means I don't have the pad, but I can still see things, which is fine. But I need default with pad, which is here, which this, while I only have one screen, will work for me. Why did I not see this just beforehand? This would work for me. Why did I not do this and not shit my pants trying to get shit done? I can see, but potentially all I need to do is lift this up onto this one instead, and which I can't, apparently. I cannot move that tab. Oh, I know why. I don't want full screen. There we go. So if I do that, I can see it all and it works for me. So that's fine. Use your phone timer. Nah, pain in the ass. This is almost finished. Of course, I don't line things up in time because I'm clever like that. You know me. I'm always, forever doing stuff like this. I went to hit play and I didn't have a song lined up because I was too busy pissing about with this one. So now I can see I can see the other screen. So I'm not looking at going, what time's left? But I don't like this layout. I prefer the double layout because where I take things from the adverts and that where they're supposed to be in certain time places, I like that up there because I don't need that often. I just need all my stuff down the bottom. So yeah, this is how it's going to be temporarily. It will do, basically. Right, so this one I can now do a mashup, and I can set that to autoplay for me. That's the thing, my little jingles and that I set to autoplay. But I can't find the correct adverts in the right time without the thing there for me, which disappeared. Let's get a mashup going, shall we? Getting ready. Don't know why my screen brightness is so fucking dull. I probably did it myself, to be fair. Function. Oh, I don't need function. I just need that. There we go. It's not function. It's just normal. Sorted. Ba-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na. This doesn't have the clock on it still, though. Why doesn't it have the clock on it? Where's the clock gone? The clock was there just a minute ago. Oh, no, that was the one without the notepad. Though I don't need the notepad in a bit. We'll see. Why have I got a big massive thumbs up here? Randomly. I've still got a minute left. Delete an Alt F4. We know what Alt F4 does. I've still got 5 Smash mashups. That'll do for number 1. It's alright, it was funny. I just thought it was funny. I went into it and that's where it was. That's the first thing that came up when I went into there. Well, I need to give you guys the answers, don't I? Because I haven't given you the answers yet, and we've only got a few minutes left. I got one more song left for you, and it's gonna be a little bit of Toto because why not? I like that song. So I will give you said answers. So earlier on, Elton John married a female in 1984 was question number 1. Was that true or was that false? It was, in fact, true. And her name was, if I can say this correctly, Renee, possibly, it's got a T in it, Renee Blauwul. It was on Valentine's Day in 1984, and the marriage lasted for 3 years. Question number 2. In 1981, the first woman travelled into space. Was that true or false? It was, in fact, false. It was the Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova. I probably slaughtered that pronunciation. On the 16th of June in 1963. Question number 3. Now, this one was going to catch you out a little bit, if I'm being brutally honest. So this one was, in fact, Deborah Harrison was the lead singer of Blondie. The answer was false. It was actually Deborah Ann Harry, born Angela Trimble. Did you know that? So it was Deborah Harry, not Harrison. So a little bit sneaky there, not going to lie. And finally, question number 4. The Nintendo 64 was released in 1989. Answer was false. Now, this is the one that people were questioning what country it was released in. So it was released in Japan on the 23rd of June, 1996. It was released in North America on the 29th of September, 96. And in Europe and Australia on the 1st of March, 97. There you go. Gemma's also put it in the chat there as well. So yeah, it was close, but not quite. There you go. That is all your quiz question answers. Now, don't go anywhere. I've got one song left, and it will be a little bit of Toto. Hold the line, taking you up to the news. To the news? No, to the Friday night mashup. Right, I don't like this layout. That one? Nope. That's close, but no cigar. Jewel 1. It's not Jewel 1. Jewel screen with pads. So that is part of mine, but where's the other one? That is the question. There's only one there. Which, for the time being, this is all I need. But I need to be able to see the clock. Love isn't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I don't know if it will autoplay because I don't have the pad. And the time is very much out. Okay, so that is 8 seconds behind, which I can change. Let me. Adjust time date. There we go. Set time and date. Look at that. There we go. It's auto set. I just need to do it at the hour, don't I? Oh shit, hang on. I'm going to put it on a burp. Wrong slider. Wrong slider. Right, so I've got one mashup lined up. And
make you scream. Little see the lurker, she'll make you scream.
You'll never have to ask me.
Touch as zaniness, but not on cam like a streamer. Hey! A little bit of lusky in our lives, a little bit smoothly by my side, a little bit of Annika is all I need, a little bit of Az is what I see, a little bit of Adam in the sun, a little bit of Lucy all night long, a little bit of Aristotle, here I am, a little bit of Bart makes him our man. There's a friend, there's a know and be. Take your time, hurry up. The choice is yours, don't be late. Take a rest, there's a friend.
There we go. I don't know, it's been doing it a lot recently, more so in my game stream. That it's decided it's going to start doing that. I clearly need a new fucking laptop, don't I? I see and hear you with music, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Though my tabs refreshed and my YouTube stream was playing, my Twitch stream was playing, which I always have paused, which obviously takes up a bit. So yeah, more than likely they refreshed and all decided to have a spaz out. Though yesterday we did notice the reason why everything crashed is because too many sound alerts. I know I do, and it's too expensive. I need a new phone. I need a new laptop. I probably end up needing to get a new bike soon as well. So let's face it, I need to just, yeah. And even, because like I keep seeing adverts for back market. So back market is like refurbed items. It's not, it's only like marginally cheaper than buying it fucking brand new. But I need a laptop that I can have at least 3 USB ports, 2 at a push, 2 I can deal with, but preferably 3. And I need it to be able to compensate for actually doing these streams, which obviously all I would use it for is doing these streams. However, it needs to be at least as powerful as my laptop or more. But yeah, because at the moment I have one USB port that has my keyboard. It has a USB hub plugged into it. So I've got the Wi-Fi booster, I have my mouse for in here, I have my mouse for at home, and I also have the keyboard plugged into all 4 of those ports. My second USB port has my microphone plugged into it, and my third USB port has my camera plugged into it. And obviously when Anne is here, I have my other mouse that I'm not using, my mouse at home, unplugged, that I plug the camera in that I use for Anne. So I need to have at least 2, if not 3 USB ports. Or I need to get myself a bigger USB 3 hub, because it needs to go into USB 3 because it won't compensate for cameras otherwise. Or potentially microphone if I need to put that in. Could get a better hub, exactly. That's what I mean. And obviously it gets a little bit more and more expensive. Yeah, they are, but it needs to be a USB 3. Because if I plug it into the USB 2 port, it won't register the camera. So it has to be in the USB 3 port for it to register. Why is this cutting out? But yeah, so at least 2 if not 3 ports. Cheaper than a laptop, yes. But I need to get a relatively cheap laptop that will run my multi-streaming. But obviously it's not going to have all of my other shit on it. But it's just going to have it set up for my live streaming. So it will run a little bit quicker. But it needs to be at least as powerful as my laptop, if not more powerful. But I don't actually know what my specs are for this, other than I have an Intel Inside Core 13, and it's a Lenovo G50. So it has a USB 3 slot. Like I have 100% avoid hubs for music. Yes. See, this one I sent to Ragnar the other day. I fucking love this one. Love this mashup. I downloaded this one because I thought it was awesome. Because I was also looking on Facebook Marketplace because people are selling them off. So if I can find someone, like, I don't know what my RAM or, you know, my gig or my RAM is without actually going into my specs for this. So I can't compare it to other ones unless I know what I've got. But I was going on Facebook Marketplace the other day to see if I can get one. It's not rules. who's at the love shack? Way back in the middle of the field, just a funky old shack, and I gotta get back. It's DJ Cummerbund, of course it's gonna be good. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? That's the only thing I'm gutted about, is that I don't have... I love that little harmony bit before the chorus on that Appa 2 or whatever the fuck it's called. Can guarantee that anything you get now... Yeah. I was just hoping that I might be able to get one from someone like Marketplace, do you know what I mean? Potentially find a cheaper one. I got very excited when I listened to this the other day, and all of a sudden Rammstein kicked in. I was like, what? I fucking love this one. Oh shit, I didn't line up another mashup. Whoops. Yeah, that's an idea, yeah. It would be nice to be able to have a Lenovo, because I could potentially just transfer a lot of stuff over password-wise and stuff. Because I'm not going to lie, there are some passwords I don't remember, but I know I can go in and find them. Just meet me at the... Yeah, I don't remember some of my passwords. They're auto-saved for me. So, but like I said, I know I can go into my passwords and reveal them anyway. Oh, I hurt my shoulder yesterday. I knew I was going to damage my rotator cuff when I got home. I went and bought cat food before I came home yesterday. That's why I was home later. But in a third party, yeah. And so I had a 40 box of cat food and a 48 box of cat food in one bag, and then I end up getting a separate bag so I can have two bags, and of course then I have to carry said bag upstairs, and as I lifted up the bag with my left shoulder, I picked it up and I felt it click as I picked up the bag, so I knew full well in that instance I damaged my rotator cuff. So yeah, today it's here, right here. I can damage my rotator cuffs far too easily. Obviously this one is bugged anyway. This one is, I dislocated and put back in twisted, so I can do that, and then it goes like that to try and move fluidly. The more obviously if I do it properly, it starts hurting it anyway. Whereas this one, as soon as I do that, it's already pulling now here. So yeah, I'm an idiot, and I literally shouted at Lukin, not shouted at him, but I told Lukin there and then. I knew instantly I damaged my rotator cuff. Why do we always try? Yeah. Well, I was on the bus, so, you know, I could carry the bags. So I got the bus home, which the bus driver flies. The bus driver, which is currently moving across my screen. The flies. The bus driver completely forgot where he was going, so nearly ended up going to charge, so went past my stop, had to go back round and come back again. It's funny. So I got back a little bit later again, So I only had to carry it from the bus stop round the corner to my house, but that's long enough. And it was a little bit uncomfortable by the time I got back. It was more so my hands than anything, to be fair. But yeah, literally just going up the stairs, I felt it pop as I lifted my shoulder up. So yeah, that was fun. Bit of Paolo. I forgot we got a Paolo. Have I doubled up on any numbers, Gemma? No, I haven't, have I? We're good. The city never sleeps. Oh, he's done a new one already, 31 minutes ago. Where is it? David Bowie. Where is it? I fixed the 3. Yeah, I thought I might have doubled up on 7 again because I was like half looking at the tab, so I thought I doubled up on numbers, but I didn't. It is all good. I thought I had 2 6s. So there's right. I'll do a poll in a second. Unless Gemma wants to do it, maybe. Entirely up to you. Actually, you don't have to. I'll do it in a sec. I just need to go back to the quiz questions after this one. So the poll is going to be whether we play Smash Mashups as the last one, or we play FG Roland. But I'm going to do the poll for a little bit longer, so we've got loads more time to line it up, rather than me doing it with like one song left to go. So FG Roland is Britney Spears and Avicii. So basically, we're just having either FG Roland. You know which two, because I put L question mark at the end. So those two are going to be the 2 options. That's my 2 options for the last one. But we'll do the poll for. We can get away with doing the poll for about 10 minutes actually, if there has that option. A good 5 minutes, if not 10 minutes, if we can. Or if it doesn't give you the option to go that long, go to the longest one possible. If that makes sense. I think we should be able to have a 10-minute poll, surely. Oh, tune. Bit of 1975 and Imagine Dragons there. About Time is what it was called. Now, I need to give you the quiz questions again, don't I? Earlier on, I gave you 3 quiz questions, and I will give you those quiz questions again. Now, I've had quite a few answers, and like I said, I am not going to tell you whether you are right or not, but we've had a few answers in the chat. Like I said, I think these are relatively easy. Apart from number 3, unless you know of them, I would never have guessed this one personally on number 3. But we'll see. We'll see how well you guys are faring. So question number 1, Melody Thornton, Kimberly Wyatt, and Nicole Scherzinger were all members of which girl band? So Melody Thornton, Kimberly Wyatt, and Nicole Scherzinger were all members of which girl band? Question number 2. Which band welcomed us to the Hotel California in 1976? Which band welcomed us to the Hotel California in 1976? And finally, question number 3. Paul Hewson and David Evans are both members of which band? Paul Hewson and David Evans are both members of which band? See, yeah, like I said, that one personally, I wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo. Yeah, it could be anyone, that one personally. Unless you know them, you wouldn't know. So yeah, Gimli has given me some answer, including Gimli. Gimli has no idea on number 3 either. I will admit, if someone asked me that question, I would be there with Gimli and I wouldn't have a clue. But I'm not going to tell you if he's given me an answer for number 1 and number 2, but I'm not saying if he's right or not. To be fair, number 1 and number 2 are relatively easy, to be honest. But each to their own. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. It's as simple as that. Now, if you do know and you would like to get involved, what was the last question? The last question, we will read that last question again because, apparently it got missed. Paul Hewson and David Evans are both members of which band? There you go. So if you do know the answers and you would like to get involved, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Head over to Facebook or YouTube, type in Amanda Simons, Symons. You will find me on both of those that way. Now, if you are a gamer and you use Twitch, head over to Twitch, type in Lucifer's Angel 84, all one word. You will find me there as well. Now, if you don't want to join in the chaos that is the chat, because it has already been chaotic, they were playing some stuff in between the crossover of the shows, and it crashed my laptop to a point that my microphone stopped working. It did it again. It did that to me yesterday as well. They played so many little channel point redeems, one over another, and it crashed my sound. So my mic stopped working, which is what they were referring to earlier. It also crashed my camera earlier on as well, which is always fun. So if you don't want to join in that chaos, there are other ways of getting hold of me, and they're this.
Contact the studio. Call 01823 781 782. Send a message or voice note on WhatsApp.
Rufflet's Braveries. Braviaries? Is that what that is? I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Email studio@applefm.co.uk or contact us for free via the Apple FM.
Or you can email me, amandas@applefm.co.uk. What are you up to this bank holiday weekend? I myself am working Saturday and Sunday, but I did have today and Monday off, both bank holidays. Not to say that we're not working, but it just happens to be my days off. I'm not doing either bank holiday, which is interesting. Let me know. Gemma's also working as well. What are you up to? I know all the kids tend to go back on Tuesday as well, so that's going to be interesting for, I think, a lot of you out there is potentially going to be relieved. I have seen some of my customers recently coming in and cannot wait for the kids to go back to school. We're going to carry on with some mashups. Should we have a little bit of Britney Spears? Because why not? Britney Spears and Lady Gaga. Because she did it again. Oops, I Just Danced Again is what I'm going to call this one. Yeah, screaming, woohoo! So where are we? Okay, so it's close-ish. Close-ish. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush. Hey, Sticky B! Oh, the classical one! Let's put the classical one on for Lusty. Not that Lusty will necessarily like it, but, because I was talking classical the other day. Where are we up to? 8? I'm not that innocent, except from above. I'm not that innocent. I can never say his name properly. Tired Cannon Indie. But to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oops. So there's a couple of these DJ Star Kid. There's a couple of bits that don't sound right, and then it comes back again. There was one that I gave up with last week because it was very, very out of time. Oh, I pulled my hair a bit too tight here. So there's a little bit around here that doesn't quite fit, but then all of a sudden it then catches up with itself and it works. Who else have we got left to play? We've played McClintock, Smash. So this hurts my brain, this bit. So we still got another TGA. So it's still not quite right yet. And then when it kicks in, it's fine. It slowly caught up with itself. But it didn't overlap properly. And that's what hurt my brain. I didn't like it. It was. And that's what I didn't like about it. It wasn't edited to either slow it down or speed the other one up. Do you know what I mean? To keep it in time and then put it back time-wise. That's what hurt my brain. But when it was played through, it balanced itself out right near the end again. I'm just keeping an eye on chat, the ones that I've covered over unintentionally. I can't see what time I've got. I hate it. So I need to change this layout back a minute because I need to default layout with time bar. There we go. So that one I can see. This I can deal with now. So 20 minutes left. I've got a time bar there coming up on 20 to 8. That's fine. That I can deal with. That I can deal with. And then I'm hoping to go back to my original layout when I come in next Friday. I'm hoping both the tabs are going to be there. I don't know how to bring the second. I thought just switching the layout would bring up the second tab, because then you can have it on two separate tabs and then one on one screen, one on another. Well, it doesn't do that. It hasn't done that. I thought just being able to switch them over, it would do it, and it hasn't. So that's what annoyed me a little bit. I couldn't just bring it up how I needed it. And that's what's stressing me out. I don't like it. Do you know what the downside is? Soon, I'm going to have to actually deal with someone being here, not remotely streaming, like remotely to the studio. Soon, someone is actually going to be in the studio for drive time as opposed to remotely doing drive time, which is not going to be fun for me to set shit up. I mean, it's doable, so long as everything works properly, which it didn't today. And that's what screwed me over, because it just wouldn't go back in. Oh, it's bang on 50-50 now. Are you kidding me? It finished on 50-50. Damn it. That's a little frustrating. That is slightly... I vote Avicii, I missed the vote. Okay, so Stinky Pete missed the vote, so he wants Avicii, so it's the Britney Spears and Avicii. So we're finishing on FG Roland, okay? FG Roland is the last one today. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I can put in... Where am I? So I'm going to put this one in. What are we on now? We're good. So we'll have, as she's ticked it, it will go there. As she's ticked it, we'll go there, and then we'll go, that one is 10, and then last one is FG Roland. Oh, God damn it. Why is that not working? Oh, God. I didn't think it was working. It was. Go straight into classical. So Lady Gaga and Rihanna. And then this one, Smash. No, Smash Mashups. Oh, for fuck's sake, why does it never like it on one of my tabs? It is Patchabelle, yes. It is indeed. And I was talking to Lusty about this one who is like streaming. And then obviously it then speeds up. But it's still that tune in the background. So this is 10. And then last is last, okay? Wake me up but not tonight. And it fits. I should have played this one after Lady Gaga and Rihanna because then it all goes into Dancey Dance. Yeah, we should have done it slightly differently. We should have done Lady Gaga, then we should have done this one, then Wake Me Up, Smash Mashups, then FG Roland to finish with. So we've got 15 minutes left. So this has got a minute left. This is 4 minutes. So that takes us to 10. That one is 5 minutes, and then the other one is bang on 4. So we should just have enough time. Should just have enough time because the last one is 3:54. Okay, last one is 3:54. I need that. Oh, thank fuck for that. Chris is still going later. I have to check these things. I don't think about these. Be-dum bum bum be-dum dum. FG Roland. What is it? The mouse might help. Britney and Avicii, isn't it? Britney Spears, Avicii, Toxic Addiction. Toxic Addiction, why not? 6 seconds. Job done. So 3:54. Bum bum be dum. Yep. This one I dislike certain little bits again on this one. And they don't say shit either, so I'm happy with this one. So if you must fall, tell me why. Disturbia, I must get you, yes. The TT's on that, yeah. Disturbia, Disturbia. Oh, Gimli's got the black star. I changed all my sub badges, by the way. So we have up to 4.5 years now. So Gimli now has a black star. To come and grab you. So yeah, you can, when you're in dark mode, you can barely see that badge. You can just see the little pointy ends of the star, which is quite cool. What one? I just had a thought. Which one? So Lusty got a sub badge yesterday. Lusty's got the multicolored star, the 9-month badge. Mandog got given a sub yesterday. And I can't find Mandog to actually see what badge Mandog had in the end. Oh, for Pete's sake. Just scroll back down. Release me from this dirt. This dirt I'm in. Do you know what? I did rehurdle yesterday morning, and Gimli put on there. Now it's thanks for putting that in my head. And the only one I can remember was we found love in a homeless place potentially. I think that's what rehurdle was yesterday, because I did them quite early and I did them at work, and then I did today's at like 1:00 in the morning. Yeah, this bit here has gone wrong. It's not right. It's not the right beat. It was, right. Yeah, I thought it might be. Okay, so we only have one more left after this. And it is the FG Roland that you guys in the chat picked. So this would have been the last one if you picked this one, but Stinky Beat tipped it over the end to Avicii and Britney Spears. I mean, we've still got Avicii. We're playing 2 Avicii in a row, but we happen to have Depeche Mode and Avicii, or Britney Spears and Avicii. So that's what we're finishing on. Can you tell we're getting close to Friday anthems, and I'm slowly kicking in the dance tracks and quiz answers? Exactly. I'm going to have to do it towards the end of this one, because then I've got time to hit start on the last one, which is 3:56, because I do actually have my time up there. I don't realise how much I use that countdown until I don't have it. I can't do it with the normal clock. It doesn't work that way. My brain doesn't work it out for me. Usually me and maths is fine. However, when I look at the clock, currently it says 19:51 and it's like ticking up time-wise. But my brain doesn't want to work the backwards out. I prefer having a backwards countdown clock that I can see what time I have left. 3:56, thank you. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. I still have extra mashups for next week now as well. What have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, mashups already extra for next week, which is always a bonus. Just means that I don't have to find 3:30. 3:30 plus 3:44 is 7:04, 7:14, 10:14, 11:09. I don't have to find 11 minutes worth of mashups next week, so I only have to find another 40 minutes worth of mashups. So bonus. I have to work out how much time-wise. I can find like 11, 12 mashups, but when they're all only 2 minutes long, I need more. So all I do now when I'm listening to the mashups, I add up the times, and I've got an online calculator to do it quicker for me rather than me mentally working it out. Otherwise, I do all my workings. I'm old school. I write it on a little notepad, and I work out all the timings. I basically have to do it that way, and then when I've got to 50 minutes worth of mashups, that will do me. Right. I've got time in between. 3:56. I've got time in between because it's only 6:28 now left. And we've still got a minute left on this one, so that still gives me time, which is good. Didn't know I was lost. See, Anne's gone live. Nice. We can go and raid Anne when we're finished here. Oh, what a tune. I gave the chat the option for this one to finish with or the last one that I am currently finishing with, because it was 50-50 until one person came in and said they hadn't voted and tipped the scales. So Wake Me Up But Not Tonight, Depeche Mode and Avicii did come in a close second, but Avicii still finishes. We will have Avicii to finish with, just with Britney Spears instead. I need to give you the answers for the quiz questions. We've got 5 minutes left, one more mashup. Mr. Chris Waring will be taking over from 8 p.m. from me. So we are finishing with the 2 dance tracks. Melody Thornton, Kimberly Wyatt, and Nicole Scherzinger were all members of which girl band? It was, in fact, the Pussycat Dolls. Question number 2, which band welcomed us to Hotel California in 1976? Of course you all knew it was the Eagles. And finally, Paul Hewson and David Evans are both members of which band? U2. Their stage names are Bono and The Edge. Yeah, wouldn't have had a clue. Would not have had a clue if I'm being brutally honest. But yeah, that is your answers. Well done if you got any of those right. Don't worry if you didn't, because it is just a bit of fun. I myself do have to run away. I've got an Easter egg at home. Woohoo! I might dig into that early, maybe. I do hope you have an awesome weekend, whatever you may be doing. I will be back here from 6 p.m. next Friday for Absolute 80s and, of course, the world famous Friday night mashup. Have an awesome weekend. Don't go anywhere. Chris Waring coming up straight after this one from FG Roland. Bye! Okay, let me just do this. There we go. Yes, have an awesome weekend. Let me see if I can put my layout out. Dipley invited me to their channel. No, thank you. I don't care. Right, I've got Anne's stream up already. I'm going to change my layout back to my What's new? Jewel 1. No, not Jewel 1. Layout. Like the clock and pad. Is that mine? That's not mine. No. So mine is dual screen with pad. And that's where that is. But I have to temporarily go back to this one. Oh no, I don't need that one. That one for the time being. Right, so 2 minutes left, so I can see the time. I need to see the time before I hand over, because I know what I'm like. I had more of my drink left than I anticipated. I think it was because I knew full well I was not going to have... I only had one drink, so I was like really conscious. Minute and a half. But yeah, we're going to go and raid Miss Quizwiz. She raided us. Then Mr. Lusty Bard raided us. And then we're going to go back to Miss Quizwiz. I don't know what she's going to be playing. She's going back to It Takes Two. I have seen a lot of It Takes Two, and I don't want to spoil it, but I know there's going to be a bit that she will not be happy about. There's going to be a bit she will not be happy about. Yeah. Gemma knows what I'm on about. Not just that bit. Yes. I do. Well, I don't know about the second one. She might be right with the second one, but the first one, yes. I don't know if she's still listening. That's why I'm not saying anything. Yeah, she won't be happy with the first one. Put it that way. She won't want to do it. It was supposed to be 3:54, not 3:56. I was an idiot. There was a split second that I got it wrong. Yeah, we'll see. Or not, yeah.
Friday anthems.
Right, I can change my layout back. Dual screen with pad. That's what I use. I'm just currently missing the second screen, which is why I'm supposed to have dual screen, and then it's not there. But I'm going to bring this back down here, and now I can log out. So long as I have this back to how I normally have, I'm good. So then hopefully when I come back next week, it'll have both the screens. So it means someone got rid of the screen. I like this song to a point. Log out. Right, I'm good. I'm good. Good night, Facebook, says Gemma. Anne's on a starting soon anyway, so we're all good. We're going to log out of this, sign out, close all tabs. Let's come out of this. So... default timer for disappearing messages. Interesting. I don't need Spotify. That was what was being used earlier. Let's just refresh that. Ooh, it jumped up. My listeners jumped up. That's quite cool. I like that. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Sorry, my brain goes to random songs. I also need to take my tablet, so bear with me a second. What's that? I can take out this as well. Hang on. There you go. So you can hear me now, not music as well. There we go. I do feel bad that it felt like I was rushing Paul when I wasn't rushing him. It's just my OCD. I just like to have everything ready to go and I can stop. Do you know what I mean? It's just me. Right, so do you want to do it before we go over? Do you want to do this before we go over to... Because we know it's going to get muted. Would you like to do it before we go over to Anne? Okay? With the new FFS compressor, I can still hear the music. Oh, yeah, you'll be able to hear it in the studio rather than through the headphones. So, yeah, it's not through the headphones. It will anyway. Yeah. So, if you want to do it, do you know what? Let's put it on the ending screen. Let's put it on the ending screen, okay? And I give Gemma permission to do the command because you will not be able to hear me for the entire runtime of this. So I'm going to say my byes now, okay? And then I will put it onto the ending screen. And then Gemma will do the command. And then you have that video. And then let me know when it's ended, because then I'll do the raid over to Miss Quizwiz. All right? Yeah. Oh, right. So it is... I thought Gemma did know it. So basically, when I had a hype... It is indeed. It is that word, yes. So it will be... Lusty watched this yesterday. It is indeed. So yeah, when I'm going to say my byes now... I will try and stream on Monday because, like I said, I don't have kids to look after or anything like that. So watch this space. Potentially I will be on Twitch on Monday at some point playing some more Alan Wake. But we're going to leave you with potentially a very nuts ending. And then for all you Twitchers, we're going to go and raid Miss Quizwiz. So have an awesome weekend. Whatever you're up to, have a great one. And I will see you hopefully Monday. If not, I'll see you back here on Friday. Bye!
Sexperts very fast, unsurpassed. Chugging along, unsurpassed, very fast. Like the engine on the back, on the track. Harvest train on the track. Going to Siberia, we must kill bacteria. And station Gulag, hope that there is no lag. Get ready for the dome, this is a fucking war zone. Get ready for the dome, this is a fucking war zone. No pain, no gain, welcome to the hype train. Welcome to the hype train. Hype train.
Bus express have no fear, no admission tickets
gets here. Half past 6, please have no fear. No admission gets here. Half past 6.